Hi, my name is Jen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I feed my family with one chicken breast. Mind you, we are a small family of 4. This should feed us for 2 meals or 2 days. It should feed us for dinner tonight and then lunch the next day. Where I live, they sell these really big chicken breasts. This one is 1.3 pounds, so it's a little over a pound. Today, I think I'm going to make a soup. It's going to be different than the last viral soup that I posted. I don't really have a set recipe. I'm just gonna make it up as I go. My kids are sick and I'm starting to feel a tickle in my throat, and my husband is too. So I think that soup would be really, really great right now. Soup or something that will stretch this one chicken breast for 2 days. So let's go ahead and see what I come up with. I'm gonna start off by cleaning my chicken breast. How I do that is I put it in a bowl. I fill it with water and about a tablespoon or so of vinegar, and then I go ahead and rinse off all of the slime and grime that's on the chicken breast. It's completely optional. If you don't like to clean your meat, then don't do that. Personally, I have always cleaned my meat. It's what my mom did, what my grandmother did, what my great-grandmother did, so it's what I'm always going to do. I think that we tend to do the things that we grew up doing. But if you don't want to or don't like to, then go ahead and skip it. It's going to be totally fine. I made a Super Bowl wing video not too long ago, and I have some leftover celery and carrots. I'm gonna go ahead and use this up. Now it's time that we season it heavily. I'm seasoning with black pepper, garlic, and onion powder, Italian seasoning, salt, and then paprika. I'm gonna season it heavily on both sides. So just flip it over and do the same process again. In a deep pot, I'm gonna add some olive oil. Once it's warm, I'm gonna sear my chicken breast 5 minutes per side. Alexa, put a 5-minute timer on. After I'm done with the chicken, I'm gonna add 1.5 tablespoons of butter, all of my diced veggies. I did forget the minced garlic. If you have that, go ahead and add that as well, about a tablespoon or so. I'm gonna cook the veggies until they're nice and soft, and I'm going to season lightly with some salt. Once the veggies are nice and soft, I'm gonna add a 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, and I'm gonna cook it down for a few minutes just to get rid of that floury taste, about a minute or 2. Then I did find some leftover chicken broth in the back of my fridge, about 1/2 cup to a cup, and I'm gonna start slowly adding this to my mixture just to thicken everything up. You don't want to add it all at once because then it's not going to give you that thickness and that consistency that I'm looking for. So I'm gonna slowly add that 1/2 cup to cup that was left in that container. And I'm just gonna do this in little steps. I'm also going to taste this to see if I need to add more salt. And then I do have chicken bouillon powder, which is about 3/4 teaspoons per 1 cup of water. I used that mixture and I made 6 cups of chicken broth. I love the chicken bouillon powder. It's perfect to make your own broths with or to season food. Okay, after I got the consistency that I wanted, I'm going to add my 2 chicken breasts back in there along with all of those chicken juices. And I'm going to let this cook for 15 minutes. So I'm just going to let this simmer for a while. After 15 minutes, I am going to season the soup with some chicken bouillon seasoning, about 1/2 teaspoon to a teaspoon with a pinch of salt as well. My kids need to always have some sort of noodle in their soup, so I'm going to add just a little bit of these letter noodles so that they'll actually eat it. I'm sure they'd eat it without it, but they're sick and I just kind of want to baby them, so I'm going to do that. I hate opening these. Okay. Okay, this happens every single time. So I'm just gonna take one and cut it into 8 little bite-sized pieces to make tiny dumplings. I'm gonna add about half of this bag of mixed vegetables right into the pot after the 15 minutes are up of me boiling the chicken. Like I said, my kids really wanted noodles, so I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons or so of these alphabet noodles. It's completely optional, it doesn't do anything to the recipe. Then we want to go ahead and carefully place all of our biscuits, make sure that they're not sticking together, and I'm gonna make sure not to touch them for at least 5 minutes. At this point, I'm also going to add 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, and I'm just gonna throw it in there, cover this, and let this cook down for another 12 minutes. I like to not touch the biscuits for at least 5 minutes so that they don't clump up, but after the 5 minutes is up, I do like to go in and just start mixing them apart, breaking them up a little bit. I'm gonna cook these for a total of 12 hours, but like I said, the first 5 minutes. After I'm done shredding the chicken, I'm gonna go ahead and add it back into the pot. Here's my soup. It is kind of like a deconstructed chicken pot pie mixed with chicken dumplings. I'm very excited to have this. It smells incredible. So I'm gonna go ahead and dish everyone up. Let me know if you give this a try. It was so good and so comforting. Perfect for this weather. There's so much soup left over. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a follow, and I will see you next time.